Am I the bad guy for refusing to forgive my dad for breaking our deal? When I was 8, my parents bought me a piano and signed me up for lessons. I was super excited because I love music. Over time, I kind of became known as the piano guy at school. I play at school concerts, accompany the school jazz choir, and play once a week for the residents at a couple of retirement homes in our town. When I was 15, I started to talk about quitting lessons, and my parents quickly tried to guilt me out of it. I told them I wanted to try other things, and that between piano and studying, I didn't have much time left for other extracurriculars. My dad proposed a deal. If I kept playing and taking lessons until I reached level 10 RCM.
That sounds sick, honestly. That's an awesome fucking title.
Oh, I'm level 10 RCM. No big deal.
That's fucking sick. That sounds like a military rank.
And continued to keep my grades up at school, he would buy me a new car of my choice. I jumped at it and we shook hands on the deal. I should explain that my family is well off financially. I have a very privileged life, but I wouldn't say I've been spoiled. If I ever want a luxury item like a new phone or game console, I have to buy it myself with money I've saved from summer and after school jobs.
Sounds tough.
I know, what a hard life.
Yeah.
I should also explain that my dad's big on loopholes.
Oh God, here we go.
When we compete, he always finds a way to win. And when I do, it doesn't count because of some loophole. It drives me nuts, but he thinks it's hilarious. Whenever I complain about him not playing fair, his answer is always the same. Life isn't fair.
Yep. Can see that one coming.
So, because of our deal, I kept up with my lessons. I spent about 1 to 2 hours a day on piano, while keeping my grades up. Last summer, I took my level 9 RCM exams and passed, fulfilling my part of the deal. I told my dad I'd chosen the BMW X5 plug-in hybrid SUV.
What the fuck? BMW? Alright, I have no sympathy for this kid at all. He's the villain. Fuck this kid.
A couple of months ago, on my birthday, I came downstairs for breakfast, and my dad told me there was a surprise waiting for me in the garage. I ran out, and sitting in the middle of the floor was a 1/24th scale toy BMW X5.
Oh God, he bought him a toy car of the car he wanted.
Yeah. Okay. I take it back. I jumped on him a little fast there. I take it back.
My dad burst out laughing and said, "A deal's a deal, so as promised, here is your brand new BMW." My heart absolutely broke. I asked if he was being serious, and he said I couldn't seriously have expected him to buy a 17-year-old a real brand new BMW and that we could discuss getting me a reasonably priced used car. I said we had a deal and I fulfilled my end of it. He said he did too, since I never said that the car had to be full size and drivable.
Oh my God, what a fucking dick.
I said he wasn't being fair. His response, "Life isn't fair. Ever since this happened, I've been distant with my dad."
That was the straw that broke the camel's back.
I honestly feel like he betrayed my trust and that he deliberately made a fool out of me. He keeps bringing up the idea of a used car, but I told him I'm not interested, which I admit is kind of petty. I have enough money saved that I can buy a cheap used car myself, and I just feel like if I accept one from him now, it's like saying that breaking his promise didn't matter and that he didn't do anything wrong. Am I the bad guy?
Yes. Yeah, no. You asked for a fucking ridiculously priced car for your first car? Get the fuck out of here, kid. What the fuck? Are you kidding me? Okay, yeah. You get a pick. Make it fucking reasonable. Holy shit. Asking for a BMW for your first car. That's fucking insane.
I feel like the dad is kind of just an asshole in general, just the way that he is making him sound, that he finds loopholes and everything, and he's like, I never said I had to be a full-scale drivable car. It's like, that was kind of fucking implied.
Yeah, no, that's a dick move.
Yeah,
obviously.
I feel like he's gonna make his kid be like super fucking analytical of everything and like what people say and make sure thing. You know, he's not. This is kind of a betrayal of trust, and it's like, you know, it was clear.
He's raising
like,
a lawyer.
He should fucking he's
raising a lawyer.
Yeah, dude, this kid's gonna grow up to be a fucking public defender or something.
For sure. He's gonna look at every fucking word in that contract.
Actually, Your Honor, there's a spelling mistake on Section A, line 17.3.
Yes. Case is forfeit.
Mistrial.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I feel
Oh my god.
I feel like you can never trust your dad to like be a man of his word. Like sure, on a technicality, yeah, he's a man of his word based on his loophole that like, oh, I never said it had to be this, this, and this, and this. You know, this wasn't stated out. But like, you know, then whenever his dad says like he's gonna do something for his kid or whatever, he'll be like, oh yeah, but it won't be what I'm expecting. It'll be like some fucking bullshit thing that he technically did it, and it's not gonna be, you know, what is, you know, clearly implied.
Yeah, no, he lost all respect for his dad. 100%.
You know,
Because he even said that, yeah, we aren't close anymore because of this play he pulled. That's hilarious.
he's 17 years old, and they made this bet, you know, when he was 15, and like 2 years from like 15 to 17, it, you know, 2 years isn't that long, but to a 15-year-old, it probably seems like a fucking eternity. Like he probably was like,
Oh, for sure.
he even
Yeah.
said he was practicing 1 to 2 hours a day, like, you know, on the piano and stuff, and fucking working
Yeah,
for
he
this
had
shit.
no social life.
And then his
at
fucking
all.
dad just does a fucking bullshit, man. I would be pissed too.
Yeah, yeah. That's insane.
Dude, I fucking did what the fuck I said I was gonna do, and you do this fucking bullshit? Yeah, man, fuck him. His dad is an asshole. Yeah, sure, a BMW is a fucking big ask, but his fucking dad said something. That was him. He's the adult. He should know if he makes a deal, then, you know, like, that's the fucking deal. He's an adult. He has judgment to do that. But he knew in the back of his fucking head when he was doing that handshake that was like, I'm gonna get him a fucking toy car. Like, he knew he'd fucking weasel his way out of it. He knew he'd weasel his way out of it.
Did he say that he wanted a BMW straight up? I don't think he did.
He said, well, not in the beginning, but when he reached, like, when he got his deal, when he reached, like, the level 10 RCM or whatever, he then told his dad that he wanted a BMW X5 plug-in hybrid.
I think that might be a part of it too. Because I think he figured that his son would be kind of reasonable with what he wanted.
But
You know?
do you think... Here's the thing. I think if he said... I think if
You're
he
about
said...
to go off. Yeah, go.
I think if he said, oh, I want a 2017 Toyota Corolla, you know? Like, that's a reasonable car, right?
Yes.
Do you think then that the dad would give him a 2017 Toyota Corolla, full scale, drivable, whatever?
I think, dude, I don't know these people at all, but I think he would be more likely to, yes.
In the end, eventually, he would. But I think that even still, he would fucking buy a toy car anyway because he finds himself so hilarious and so smart that he weasels out of everything and finds loopholes and everything in this and the
That's
games
kinda
that he
true.
plays or whatever, that he would do it anyway. I think he would have done it regardless. I think he's been planning this for years.
I love all this judgment we're passing on other people we have no clue about. It's like, no, I know this guy in and out. You definitely would have pulled that shit.
Well, this guy says, that's why he made it a point. He says, I should also explain that my dad is big on loopholes. When we compete, he always finds a way to win. And when I do, it doesn't count because of some loophole. And it drives him nuts. It's to the point where it drives him nuts. So he doesn't just do it once. It seems like he does it all the time.
Yeah, it sounds like it's a pretty big character flaw.
And then he says, but he thinks it's hilarious, right? So it's amusing to him. He thinks he's so fucking funny and so clever that he finds all these loopholes and shit. I think either way, man, just judging from what this guy's saying, how his dad is, he would have done it either way.
Yeah, could be the case. Could be the case.
All right. Final judgment, Rafe.
You kind of swayed me to saying, yeah, the dad's the asshole.
I agree.
The dad's the one at fault for sure.
I agree. Disown your father.
He at least could have like talked to you about, okay, we need a more reasonable car. I mean, you're not getting a BMW straight up, so.
You asked me why I'm doing all this. But even if I told you why, I doubt very strongly that the knowledge would change anything at all.